Hey guys, Jay here. Welcome to another con haul where I show you the autographs and the stuff that I bought at a convention. This time it's going to be for Sakuracon 2023. There's also going to be a companion video to this where I do the convention review, which will be up here in the corner or down in the description. So let's start with stuff that I bought because there's only three things. One is actually over there, which I'll have to do when the time comes. But we'll start with the small one first. And I didn't buy it the way you would normally buy it. So this is a figure of Iroha from my romantic comedy snafu. I don't remember the whole name. Teen romantic comedy snafu, that one. Yeah, again, I didn't buy this like normal. Normally you'd go into the dealer's hall, you go, oh, I want that one. You give them the money, they'd give you the thing. No. One of my roommates in the hotel, he bought one of those blind bags. I think they're called something specific, but I don't remember the name. They're the paper bags that are folded up and taped together, and they have a bunch of random stuff in them. Well, he just happened to get one that had a crap ton of figures in it. So he got a really good deal, I think, too. But I think those are like 50 to 60 bucks, and these are like 30 each, and he got like 4 or 5 of them. So that's pretty good. Yeah, so he didn't know what this was. And he said he's not into romantic comedies or slice of life really in general. So he's like, you want it? He's like, you want to buy it from me? How much? 10 bucks. All right, here you go. So I bought it for 10 bucks, a third of the normal price, or a third of the lowest price you could find these at a convention anyway. So I'm pretty happy about that. I don't have room for this thing. I had to push some stuff aside, but it's fine. It'll work. Another thing we got, you can see it in the front there, at the bottom of the screen. So this is a witch kitty. It's not soft. It's not super soft, but it's like it has structure to it. But it's still like plushy soft. We got the last two, me and Atlas. Not counting the display model, but we didn't want the display model because God knows who's touched that. But we looked at it and stuff, and they were showing us some stuff. And then we had to come back on Saturday. I talk about it in the review. We had to miss most of that. So we got there like 10 minutes before they closed and had to get all of our autographs. And right when they were about to close, we were like, hey, do you have any more of these still? And they're like, yes, we have 2 left. You got the last 2. Again, other than the display model. When we went there Sunday morning, or Sunday afternoon, the display model was gone. So that means somebody bought it. But they showed us that the cape, which is tied up, and it keeps folding in on itself. I don't know why. Stop doing that. The cape unties and comes off, and the hat just kind of sits on the ear. It's made specifically so it doesn't fall off the ear. So it's made so it snugly fits on the ear if you push it down. So yeah, this is the only plushies we bought, and we love them. They're amazing. The other thing I bought, got to go put together. 1 second. So it's a Genshin spear. Yeah. So this is the spear that this is the spear Raiden Shogun uses, or the one that's in like her splash art and stuff. But so far this is the only one in foam cast that we can find. I can't find any foam cast ones on Amazon. We had keyblades that we got a while back that are also on Amazon that are foam cast. They're kind of garbage. But a lot of the foam ones that you'll see, like the Master Sword or Kirito's swords or the other Keyblades or something, usually those are made of foam cast just like these. They have a steel rod going up the middle, and they're like cast. They're actually like, it's like a 2-part foam that's mixed up in it's liquidy, and it goes into a mold, and that's why you can always see a seam line, which is just going to be there. There's nothing we can do about that. I could honestly get rid of that, but I don't want to. I'm lazy. But there's also some imperfections like that thing I just did, which I'm gonna probably have to repaint now. Oops. Anyway, it's not a big deal. Anyway, because I can't find the others, this one's gonna have to do. For my Yunjin cosplay, I wanted like either Dragon's Bane or like the Frivolous Lance or something, but they just don't make them. So I can never find them anywhere. And this was at one of those sword shops. So they'll have like a dude that has a booth that has like the fence looking thing where it's like a grid looking thing, and they'll have a bunch of swords zip tied to it that you can't take off. This is the only one they had, and this is the only one that had a Genshin thing. There was two. The other one didn't have Genshin at all, and this one did. This one had a few swords and then some spears that were like, for some reason, really tiny. They were like kid sized. So this was the only one, and he said that he's never seen any other Genshin ones. This was the only one he could find, and that's why he only had one. So we're just like, screw it, I guess I'll buy that. So I bought it. Technically you can use this with Yunjin if you really want to. It's not a good one for her, but it'll work. So I'm just going to use it. Plus it's got gold with purple, which is Yunjin's colors. And it's got black, and Yunjin has a hint of black on her stuff. So it'll work. It'll be fine. I should go put this back now. But oh, and also it comes apart there and there. Oops, I hit things. So I'm going to show you a video over this. I took a video when I first got back to when I first talked about it in the room on the vlog, and I'll show you the video of that where I start spinning it around in the room, and it works fine. This is going to be less of a problem than the other ones. So I was using the Skyward Spine, and it's very top heavy, and it wobbles like crazy. Like this one doesn't wobble at all. Well, I mean, very little, but not really. The other two wobble like crazy, especially the Skyward Spine. The Dragon's Bane is super inaccurate, so I don't want to use it. But the Skyward Spine wobbles like horribly, and I feel like it's gonna break. So I would much rather have this where I can actually play with it and stuff. So if someone wants a video of me spinning it, I know how to do that. You can see it in the video. I know how to do that. Like, I know color guard stuff. I had friends in color guard who taught me all that stuff in high school and middle school. So I've known how to do that kind of stuff since then. So yeah. Anyway, I should probably put this back and get on with the others. All right, the rest of this is autographs. So I'll move Witch Kitty, not in there. I'm gonna put all my stuff in here. So this is a little bag that I've had for a while. It's one of those school bags from like most animes. I got it for K-On! Specifically, but whatever. I got that years ago, like 2014, I think. But whatever. Anyway, so let's talk about some of this stuff. I'll do the small stuff first since they're right here. I got two things I got more than two things signed by Christina V, but for this, I got two things that are Marnie related from Pokemon. So I got a Pokemon card, and all this is going to be shown in B-roll like everything else was. So I got a card of her, which I actually have upside down in a top loader because I have these little stands that can stand them up, and I have a display for it. So yeah, they can only go in upside down on these. So, but it's the promo card that's signed by Marnie, and now it's signed by her voice actor. So Christina V voices Marnie in the mobile game Pokemon Masters EX. So yeah, I don't know who voices her in the anime, or if she's even in the anime because I don't watch it, but it works. And then this was actually the side of the box that this card and other cards came in, and a deck box, which is dope. It looks just like this. So I had her sign up in this window here, or this wall here, or whatever, this area where it's not covering things, because I put this display together. So the Pokemon logo here was from any of the toys. I don't remember which one. I have a bunch of them. So it's just the logo that's in the front of the toys. It's in the plastic. And then this is the one of the other sides of the card box, or the promo box that this is from. And I just cut it out because this is where the window was, where you could see the deck box, and there was no plastic, so you could like feel the deck box. But and it was just cool like that, so I put that there as on her name. And it's all just kind of taped together, but I think it looks cool, and it makes for a dope display thing. So I'm pretty happy about that. I don't know where I'm gonna put it, but it's fine. So before I get onto any artwork, which is only one thing technically, but I'm gonna show you two, I'm gonna get into the Blu-rays and games. So this is the steelbook for That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime Season 1. Season 2 doesn't have a steelbook. In fact, it doesn't even have a single case thing. It's still in two parts. So like, it's still two separate Blu-ray cases. Whereas Season 1 has a single case for the whole thing, as well as a steelbook. But I'm getting this signed by as many of the cast as I can. So down here on his leg, I got it signed by Mike McFarland, who plays Fuse, the guild leader in the anime. I'm setting that one aside, even though I said I was going to put stuff in here. That can all come off. That's not like clear coated or anything. I don't want to clear coat it because it's got this chrome shiny effect all over it, like a blue chrome, and I don't want to mess that up. And then when he signed it, just this past weekend, he signed it in a paint pen that was chrome. So I don't want to mess that up either. And actually, chrome paint gets completely destroyed with clear coats that are spray. So I don't want to do that. That's just another reason. And then here's Okami-san in her 7 Companions. I know it's probably hard to see like this. I'm sorry. I got over here, I got Leah Clark, who is just one of the bad guys. She plays the main bad guy's like henchman type thing. That kind of thing. And then this one, I got Griffin Burns. He's Giordo or whatever his name is. The main character, Katarina, that's her fiance. So it was funny because you'll see it in the vlog if you watch the vlog, which isn't going to be out yet, but you'll see that. He does the voice in the vlog, and we're like, he lets me vlog with him. Him and Christina V both let me vlog. So we had to pay for it, but they both let me vlog. So he actually started doing the voice, so I handed him the mic, and because I had a clip-on mic, and he started doing the voice into the mic, which was kind of cool. The next 3 I can go through super easily because it is super quick, but it's just all 3 of the limited edition K-On! Blu-rays. So I got the movie, Season 1, and Season 2. So Christina V on all of those. I got Cassandra last year, who's Ritsu, my favorite character. And then now I have Mio on there. So that's funny because my friend Austin, that's his favorite character. So, ha! Anyway, so Kingdom Hearts 3, don't worry about that. That's not the disc. There's actually stuff in here. It came with a bunch of stuff. Like, there's a bunch of like art cards in here. There's like the Frozen one, which I love the Frozen one, and the Toy Story one, and then a bunch of other stuff. The disc is fine though, don't worry. So I've already got Ray Chase as Master of Masters and Bill Farmer's Goofy. I told him to write really big because I didn't think I was going to meet anyone else. And lo and behold, here's Richard Epcar as Ansem Secret Darkness. So I got him on there too. He couldn't really sign too big because there's not much room left. So we're going to see how this goes if I meet anyone else. And next, almost done, Final Fantasy VII. I got Erica Lindbeck as Jessie. So there's nothing special here. It's just whatever. She's probably the only one I'm ever going to meet. So you don't really get to meet any of them. They don't really do cons, I don't think. And now for my favorite game that I've ever been signed. Like, this is my favorite set of signatures, and it's Tales of Arise. Favorite Tales game now. Once I started playing this one, I was like, oh, Tales of Berseria, go away. This one. So, I mean, honestly, Tales of Berseria is amazing, but this game is really amazing. So, I've already got Ray Chase and Bryce Papenbrook on here. And then so we went and got someone who I never thought I was going to see this soon was Caitlin Galt, who's Kasara, the Shield Girl. And then Erica Lindbeck again. We got that at the same time. And she's Shion, which is right there. It's funny because every single one, I think they're all doing it on purpose when they see one of ours. They're signing them the same. So Atlas has the exact same game because I bought it for him and he paid me back. But they're all signed exactly the same. The only difference is we have our names on them. So that's the only way we can tell whose is whose. But they're signed in the exact same spots. I think they're doing it on purpose because, like, maybe like, okay, we told Ray to do it over here next to him, obviously. But Bryce did it up here on mine, and then Atlas was just like, you can just do it in the same spot or whatever. And I think since they're in the same spot, people started thinking, I think these two were thinking, hey, let's just continue that. So, because we put them both down at the same time so they can see them. So I think they're doing it on purpose now, which is funny. I hope it continues that way so we both have the same exact thing, but with our names on it. That'd be fun. But, okay, now I can put this in there. Don't want to ruin slime. Alright, so, so one of the things that I do at conventions now, I don't film it when I do it because I don't. It's not a big deal. I don't care. I don't do it for content. I do it because I like the voice actors. I buy them gifts for the ones I meet anyway because I don't know anything about the ones I don't meet. If I'm not meeting them, I can't give them anything. I'm not going to every single one. And some of them I don't even know who they are. So I gave a bunch out. And then when I gave Erica Lindbeck hers, I gave her a Love Live one and a Persona 5 one. Those are what I found. And literally the only two things I could find in like hours. We searched for like 3 or 4 hours, and that's all we could find for her. And there was the one of each at the two tables that we got them at were the only ones. It was really weird. So anyway, but since I gave her free stuff, so I guess a little backstory here before so her line was closed, and I was just like, hey, can I get in line, please? I'm only doing this. I'm only giving her stuff. I'm not signing anything. I'm not getting any autographs. I just want to do this. It'll take like 5-10 seconds. So it's like it's not like it's gonna take any of her time really. It's 5 or 10 seconds. Hey, here to bring gifts. Here you go. Thank you. Okay, bye. Easy. But so they let me in line because of that. They were like, yeah, sure, go ahead. And so I get up there and I give them to her, and she goes, oh, do you want to print or anything? And I was like, oh no, I can't afford that right now because I didn't even know what I had at that point for money. But I was like, no, I can't afford it right now. Thank you though, but whatever. She's like, no, I mean, you can have one. She's like, you can, I'll just give you one. I was like, oh, are you sure about that? She was sure. She was like totally sure. I was like, all right, if you're sure. And so I went over and I grabbed a Shion print from Tales of Arise. So now I have this, and this does this. It's probably hard to see on here, but you can see it in the video, in the B-roll video. This does some sparkle effect thing. That's like a new thing. And I mentioned that I had another print here. This is from a different convention. This is from Sakuracon 2021, I think. I don't remember. I think it was 2020. It was 2021 or 2022. I don't remember. I think 2021. But it was the Edna from the Tales of series. She's in every game basically. She basically shows up as like an optional boss or something, and then you can get her on your party or something. But this one has that same effect. So I was like, this is the only one I had, and this has the same exact effect. So I think it's like a filter or something over it, like a thing they put over the paper. I don't know how it works, but it's cool looking. But whatever. Bummer though, when I got the Shion one, Caitlin Galt, Kisara from the same game, was at her booth signing things, and I was in Erica's line waiting. I was in line for maybe 5 to 10 minutes, maybe that. By the time I was done, Caitlin Galt was just gone. Like, she was talking to people at her table. Like, there was people getting things signed. And then when I got out of line, I was like, oh, I got the Shion one. I might as well go get the Kisara one because she had the same kind. They're like the same art and everything. And her table was just gone. There was nobody there. Like, she wasn't there. Her prints weren't there. Nothing. It was empty. I was like, what? It was 5 minutes. What happened? So it kind of sucks. So I really hope that she comes back so I can get one. I don't need anything else signed by her, but I can go buy the print at least. And then I'll have multiple. And then I can buy the rest if anything. I didn't even notice if Bryce had one of these. And I didn't even look at any of the ones Ray Chase had when I got stuff signed. Because we were too busy talking. Yeah, so I don't know. Anyway, that's all of the stuff that I bought and all of the stuff that I got signed. So that's the end of the video. Anyway, if you like it, go ahead and hit that thumbs up, subscribe for more, and I'll see you guys later.